Hey everyone, Nick here and welcome back to GamerTube, and welcome back to our Five Nights at Freddy's character concept series. So we are continuing on with our Fnaf security breach characters, and the character we're looking into today for this episode is Foxy. So we'll be going into their backstory, their location, their gameplay mechanics, and also some theories as to what happened to this character. And as always, I will just state this is purely a made up what if scenario, so none of this is actually in the game. It's just pretty much a cool story we get to tell, and we hope you enjoy. And lastly, before we start today's video, do be sure to subscribe to GamerTube as it helps out a lot and it is greatly appreciated. It also keeps you up to date with all the videos that we post. Alrighty, well, let's take a better look at Foxy. So in our last Fnaf security breach concept video, we went into the character of Bonnie. We explored their specific area at the Freddy Fazbear Pizzaplex. And this area was the Bonnie Bowl bowling alley. We had a look at how Bonnie would act if he was an enemy character in Fnaf Security Breach. In our fan-made story, Bonnie stalked the player as they snuck through the bowling alley. Once Gregory made their way to the bowling alley security office, they were finally able to grab the security pass they needed. But unfortunately for them, this triggered a lockdown sequence and they had to desperately stop Bonnie from entering the security office. Once it was safe to leave, they left the office and attempted to escape the bowling alley. In the end, they were caught by Bonnie. But Bonnie had an unfortunate accident where they were sucked into the bowling ball polisher. Exiting from the machine was a mangled wreck of the former Bonnie. This then triggered a boss battle where Gregory had to wear Bonnie down over time. Eventually, when they had Bonnie in the right position, they bowled them into the end of the alley where they were swept away into the darkness. So now, let's look at another character that doesn't appear as an in-game enemy in Security Breach. And this character is Foxy. Arguably one of the most beloved characters in the whole Fnaf franchise, Foxy has definitely been surrounded in theories and mystery. Whether it's the theory that Foxy was the one who committed the bite of 87, or the theory that Foxy is actually a good character, which was debunked by Scott himself, but they've definitely proved to be quite the interesting character. So, everyone's favourite Pirate King himself appeared in the original 2014 Fnaf, although they were kept as a secret until the launch of the game. Foxy was an out-of-order character that eventually ventured out from the curtains of the Pirate Cove and stalked the player throughout the night. Throughout the Fnaf franchise, there's been many iterations of Foxy. Included Wither Foxy, Nightmare Foxy, and my personal favourite, Grim Foxy. The original Foxy is a large animatronic character with red withered fur, yellow eyes, sharp teeth, and a small tuft of fur on their head. Their most notable features being their hook hand, eye patch, and torn away bottom section revealing their endoskeleton legs. Foxy has always had an awesome looking design and has been an awesome character in general throughout the Fnaf series. So it begs the question, where is Foxy? And why aren't they in Fnaf Security Breach? There's been plenty of theories circulating around Foxy and their whereabouts. So let's go through some of the more interesting theories that are out there. So, one of the theories as to why Foxy isn't around anymore is that Roxanne killed him. Just like the theory of Montgomery Gator taking out Bonnie, there was also the theory that Roxanne took out Foxy due to jealousy. Maybe she was once just a background character at the Pizzaplex and eventually got rid of Foxy. Since Fazbear Entertainment couldn't find Foxy's body, they had no choice but to bring Roxanne into the spotlight and eventually forget about Foxy. Another theory is that Vanny might have killed Foxy and scrapped him for parts to offer up to her master Springtrap, or better known as Burntrap. Gosh knows that withered old body of William Afton could use some spare parts. And the last theory is that Fazbear Entertainment scrapped Foxy and gave his parts to the four main characters. Foxy is definitely one of the fastest moving characters in Fnaf. And from what we've seen with all the new characters, they too have increased speed. Some fans believe that Foxy's speed ability has been dismantled and shared amongst all the other members. This is known as the Foxy upgrade. So those were some of the theories surrounding Foxy as to what might have happened to him. But there's tons of theories out there. Also, be sure to share your Foxy theories with us in the comment section down below as well. Alrighty, so now let's get into what Foxy would be like if they were actually in Security Breach. So while exploring the Pizzaplex, we come across the Kids Cove section. This seems to be an ocean-themed children's play area. We can see this from the large lighthouse play slide, fake bonfire by the beach, and the fishing boat being attacked by the large octopus or squid. One of the other standout features in the main foyer of the Kids Cove is the large statue of Foxy and the cutouts of Mermaid Chica. So the large statue of Foxy definitely proves that this is in fact Foxy's area. So in the main foyer we see the large handwritten banners on the roller doors that say banned. So for some reason this area is off limits to the guests. Maybe some awful incident happened behind these roller doors. Or maybe there's something far too dangerous for the public that lurks behind these doors. So the question is, what exactly is behind those roller doors? In some videos you can find online, fans have actually reached these out of bounds areas. They appear to be just more party rooms. But I think these are merely placeholders that the developers have placed there until they actually reveal what's behind them, maybe in a DLC. But what I'd imagine the Kids Cove to be is actually an indoor water park. This would include multiple pools, water slides, and water playground attractions. Inside this water park could be multiple Fazbear character attractions and paraphernalia. At the end of the largest paddle pool was the main stage. It's on this main stage where Foxy would perform all their songs. And this specific Foxy at the Pizzaplex would be Glamrock Foxy. Glamrock Foxy was once one of the entertainers who was on the main stage with the other cast members. But eventually they moved Foxy from the main stage and relocated them to the Kids Cove. Despite the large statue at the front being more of a sea captain Foxy, the Pizzaplex decided to keep them in their Glamrock outfit. Multiple times the employees tried to dress them in the sea captain outfit, but they always found it torn up and shredded on the ground. So they just let him stay in his Glamrock outfit. Glamrock Foxy was inspired by the famous metal bands of the 80s. With their black leather outfit and multiple metal spikes, they definitely fit the part. So in this gameplay segment, Gregory would need to make their way into the Kids Cove. Once they got the correct security clearance, they would be able to duck underneath the banned roller doors. This would bring them to the main indoor water park area of the Kids Cove. Gregory would have to move carefully as Foxy could be lurking around anywhere. The reason Gregory would need to be inside the Kids Cove would be to once again acquire a special item like the Phaser Blaster and the Phascam. This item would be the super secret Phaslight. This would be a special blacklight that would reveal certain secrets in the Pizzaplex. Freddy and Gregory need the light to reveal a secret code for a specific puzzle. So this Phaslight would be somewhere inside the Kids Cove. As Gregory searches around, they could see Foxy off in the distance walking through the water in the paddle pool. Gregory would be able to walk around the water slides and attractions in order to avoid Foxy. Eventually they would need to get into the water and make their way to the main stage. The Phaslight had to be somewhere behind the main Kids Cove stage. Whilst making their way towards the stage, Gregory would need to be extra careful not to alert Foxy. Whenever they did, they would need to quickly hide as fast as they can. Some of the hiding places that the player could hide in would be large treasure chests and large display pearl oysters. If the player isn't quick enough to hide, or they emerge too early, they'd be greeted by a classic Fnaf jump scare. Whilst making their way through the paddle pool, the player could also hide behind the pool inflatables. Eventually, Gregory would make it up to the main stage. They make their way past the curtain and into the backstage. After searching around, they finally come across the Fazlight. Now that Gregory's got what they came for, they need to make their way back to Freddy. As they enter back into the Kids' Cove, they can see that Foxy is on high alert. They just have to make a break for the roller doors. As they make their move, Foxy quickly catches sight of them. Just as they leap to attack Gregory, he shines the Fazlight right at their face. The purple blacklight stuns Foxy for a brief moment. Usually, normal flashes from the light from the Fazcam wouldn't affect Foxy, but the intense UV light was enough to stun them. So while Gregory makes their way back to the roller door, they need to keep stunning Foxy with the Fazlight. The player needs to be careful not to drain the battery, or else that would be the end of them. Just as they get to the roller door to the main foyer, they quickly duck underneath. As they get through, Foxy's hook comes out from underneath and starts slashing away. Then all of a sudden the roller door comes down on Foxy's arm, chopping it clean off. Gregory picks up the hook and inspects it. This could come in handy. Who knows, Freddy might need a new upgrade with this special part. Gregory quickly makes their way back to Freddy as they continue with their efforts to escape the Pizzaplex. This now brings us to the end of the Foxy gameplay segment. Now I think Foxy would be an awesome addition to Fnaf Security Breach. They're definitely a frightening character that could offer up plenty of tense gameplay moments for the player. And plenty of jump scares as well. Alrighty everyone, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider leaving a like, commenting and subscribing as it helps out a lot and it is greatly appreciated. Also in the comment section down below, let me know what you thought of Glamrock Foxy and what you'd like to see going forward. Alrighty everyone, well until the next video, I'll catch you later, bye.